This is B-Boy Stratus, and this is my Coindrop tutorial. I'm trying to do all of the audio in one take, so I guess we'll see how that works out. We're going to start with the setup right here. I'm going to see it in slow motion. It's really pretty simple. Just think right, left, left, right. Right hand, left foot, right foot. This is for counterclockwise. So anybody, for trickers, if you're watching this, if you kick with your right foot, you're going to want to probably do this one. Otherwise, just flip it around. It'll be left, right, right, left. But yeah, drill this, pay attention to the timing on the feet, and you should get it pretty easily. I mean, it's not really difficult, it's just more of a comfort thing. It's the same as for most tricking moves, it's just a setup, so you're going to get most of your power out of this for your normal two-handed coin drop. This is the actual collapse, which is what you're going to learn next. The collapse. So for your collapse, obviously it's going to be helpful if you know windmills. If not, this is the general motion. Alright, so let's see what I'm doing here. There's the collapse, and I break it. The main point that you're going to get out of this is the motion, which goes from your wrist to your forearm to your shoulder. And you're going to roll around it in a very smooth motion. You want to transfer momentum as smoothly as possible from your hand first to your forearm and then to your shoulder. Eventually you can skip your forearm altogether. As you can kind of see, I drop from my hand to my shoulder, but I kind of slide into it. And that's really going to help you retain all the power that you get from dropping. All of that gravitational potential energy is going to go into rotational energy. Here it is in slow motion. You want to drop smoothly and onto your upper shoulders. Your upper shoulders. This is, again, something that you're going to have to drill for a while before you get it right. But the collapse itself is pretty easy. I mean, over time, the more you practice it, the smoother it's going to get. And the easier the next part's going to be. As you can see, I'm showing how as you hit the collapse and you start spinning, you're going to want to lean to your right shoulder. And as you lean to your right shoulder, we're going to get into the kick. The kick. There it is. Alright, so the kick is how you're getting up from your shoulders. If you can do a kick up, like I just demonstrated, it helps a lot. If you can do it without hands, even better. If you can do it without hands, it'll eventually allow you to do coin drops without hands, which I don't think I demonstrated here. But you're going to want to try this. You don't necessarily need to be able to do it. It's just a rotational kick up without any momentum. So really all you want to do is, well, again, if you can windmill, that helps a lot. But once you hit your shoulders, you're going to want to implement that kick, that little rotational kick up. And I'm going to refer to it as a rotational kick up more so than like a windmill kind of motion. Because, first of all, with a windmill, you're going to be lower on your back. And for this, you want to be high on your shoulders, like as high on your shoulders as you can get. If it helps, you can cross your legs, actually, to get the little popping motion that you need. Because it shouldn't be like a spinning, rotating motion. It should be more like a pop spin. So here I am demonstrating the pop and crunching your legs, which personally helped me a lot with learning the motion, actually. So here I go. Up. And at first you might not be able to get onto your hands. That's what I was kind of demonstrating. But just practice it, and in no time you'll be up. I'm showing how you want to move away from this kind of like rotating coin drop to more of like a snappy coin drop. Alright, so here's my pro tip, which is just practicing crossing your legs. It's going to help a lot with getting the motion. So you don't want to swing your legs like this. It's more of a kind of pop spin over. And it's going to be a really quick motion, and it's going to allow you to recover better. The problem with the rotating recovery is that if you don't have any momentum, like if you fall into it, or if you like don't put enough power into your swing, you're not going to be able to get up. Whereas if you can do that right there, then it's not going to matter as much, and it's going to help you a lot more with the motion. So again, that's bad. And this is more of what you want. Pop. See? Now to take your hands away. If you came here from tricking, this is for anybody who is doing tricking, this is not going to be a problem. Throwing yourself at the ground shouldn't really be a problem for any trickers, but for b-boys and anybody else there who just wants to learn this move, if you can do barrels, obviously it's going to help. As you can see, the motion of going into it without hands is much like transitioning between barrel mills. It's like this kind of sweeping, cradling motion that you want to do with your arms. But then again, if you can do barrels, I don't know why you're even watching this tutorial on how to coin drop. So yeah, again, it's this kind of like cradling, sweeping motion. Basically, you just want to slide your shoulder in as smoothly as you can, much like your collapse does for you. Obviously, when you look at the ground for the first time and you're like, I'm going to jump into the ground, it's kind of intimidating. So maybe start with a little bit lower. I would say put your palm in the ground and try starting from there. And just kind of, yeah, like I just did. Just gently slide your shoulder into the ground and just spin. Much like you did just starting with the collapse. It's the same idea, same motion. And as you get used to this, you'll start to feel more comfortable with it, and be able to get higher and higher to the point that you can just drop while you're standing. And it's really not scary at all. Like after you try the move a few times, you realize that the ground is nothing to be afraid of, especially when you're like sliding into it and not hurting yourself at all. If it helps to get the actual kick in, you can start low again and then gradually work your way up. You want to stall the backspin as least as you can. That's really bad phrasing. But as you can see, basically the moment that you hit the ground, you want to pop up. Just pop off of it, kick, spin. For you trickers, don't actually like do a spin. You're going to over-rotate it by a lot. It's just like a kick torque type thing. So yeah, after you do it a few times, practice it, and you'll be able to get it. And this is a sliding coin drop. Little bit scarier, but really if you can coin drop comfortably, all you have to do is jump forward, slide the same way you would for a stationary coin drop, and you should be okay. Alright, so final notes, I guess. Your shoulder is going to be a little bit sore from doing no-handed coin drops, especially if you're not used to them, and if you drill them too often. Make sure you slide into it. You don't want to drop onto your shoulder. Again, you do not want to drop onto your shoulder. You want to slide into it like you do with the normal collapse. See, that's bad. You don't want to slam your head into the ground either. You want to slide very gently into it, very gracefully, and go into your spin and pop. What else is there? Let's see. Oh, be sure you stretch your shoulders. Obviously stretch longer than this. It's just kind of a demonstration. Oh, and also, if the no-handed collapse feels weird for you, try doing this, where you just kind of start with your head on the ground, and just torque your arms around, drop onto your shoulders, and play with that for a little bit. It really shouldn't be that difficult, though. I mean, I got this move in maybe like 2 days. I just decided to try it one day. This is actually the first way that I learned how to collapse from standing. If you're good with handstands and you're really comfortable with the ground, this is fine. Um, Yay, thumbs up. But yeah, it's very simple. You just go up and collapse. And you can learn it that way too. You get more of a spinny, rotatey feel from that. It's better for actual windmills. Alright, well that pretty much concludes my coin drop tutorial. I hope this helped you, or at least got you on your way to learning it. Coin drop, no-handed coin drop, really isn't something that you should be afraid of. The floor might hurt you, but it's not going to from this move. I can guarantee you that, unless you're really dumb and you try to like backflip into a coin drop, which would be really cool, by the way, but don't try it. That'd be really cool. Okay, so anyway, yeah. Take it slow if you need to. Stop, rest, stretch if you start feeling injured, sore, or anything. Really, the only way you're going to get this move is by trying it, though. Just drilling it over and over. For some people, it'll feel more natural than others, especially if you can windmill again. Very helpful. You can look up a windmill tutorial, or if you really need me to, I can make a windmill tutorial. But yeah, that's pretty much it. You guys should be fine. Alright, well, yeah, I hope this helped you. Alright, peace.